The speakers you're about to hear are extraordinary men. Both are citizens of the world, good friends, and both whose presence alone inspires you. Paulo Coelho is not only one of the most widely read authors today, but he's also one of the most influential. His novels have been translated into 71 languages and sold more than 115 million times. He has suffered great hardship, so perhaps it's not surprising he's often been cited for his empathy. Critics have praised his pen for speaking to hearts. He's an advocate of multiculturalism through his work as a special counselor for intercultural dialogues and spiritual convergences. In September, he was appointed as a United Nations messenger of peace.
It looked like I was doing some charity, which is not the truth at all. I have this institute in Rio de Janeiro who takes care of 430 children that I sponsor with my copyrights, part of my copyrights. And the father, the parents, they have to pay. They have to pay a symbolical fee, let's say 20 euros or 10 euros. Then my institute picks the child and takes care from age 0 to age 16, 17. And 2 years ago, I had the joy to see the first graduation. But as we cannot have 800 children, we have to select. And the selection is based on values. So it is a slum city, and there is the hardworking man who wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then there is the drug dealer, and both have children. So we turn to the hardworking person and say, no. And we turn to the drug dealer and we say, yes. This is our criteria. There is the lady who goes to Copacabana to work, and there is a prostitute. And we say, sorry, you can afford another school, but here we're going to take care of the prostitute. By doing this, we try to reshape the core of the family. And we are convinced, and experience showed us, that this child, when she or he goes back to his or her family, and she has been fed, she learned something new, she did this and that, we care about her, so somehow it is a light in the middle of this family, this disrupted family. But our values are based in money. Is that correct? Yes, this is reality. You have this idea that everything has to be according to the way that you see the world. Money has to generate money. Is that true? More or less. But money has to generate joy. Money has to generate pleasure. Money has to generate sharing. At the end of the day, everything that you have to do is sharing. I can be the most beautiful sunset in the top of the Himalayas. If I'm totally alone, that will be devastating, because I have nobody to share. What Professor Yunus said as an example was that you don't need to follow the rules, even if you abide to the rules themselves. People are honest. People are grateful. People are friendly to each other. Is the nature of a human being a good nature or a bad nature? Are we essentially good people, or are we essentially evil people? Well, we are the person who we decide to be. And Professor Yunus chose, instead of having ideas, he chose to have his departure point from this, okay, we are essentially good. Give us some reasons to be bad, we are going to be bad. But essentially, we can pay our debts. And so, there is the departure point of a revolution. And this revolution is taking place thanks, of course, when he comes here, I say, it's not like this, blah, 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 blah. In my opinion, thanks to one man. He gave us something that nothing can give us except that very same thing, that it is an example. You can praise or try to save the world or think, oh, we're destroying the planet, or let's protest against this and that and that. But how many people are there to give an example, to start? He's changing the monetary system, believe it or not. He's changing everything. One day, poof, you're going to see that there is no choice but social business. It's true.
Thank you very much, Paulo, for coming by. It's wonderful to have you here. Everybody's delighted. I can see people coming out with all the books to sign. And he was amused when somebody came with a book for me to sign.